Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay, folks. Good evening, Hernando County. My name is David DiCarlo. I am the Emergency Management Director for Hernando County. We are broadcasting live from our Emergency Operations Center located in Brooksville, Florida. Joining me today is Commissioner Brian Hawkins, Commissioner Beth Navarone, Commissioner John Alaco, and Commissioner Steve Champion. I just want to give you a brief update on the latest storm data that we got from the National Hurricane Center at 5 p.m. It is currently a Category 5 hurricane with 180 mile per hour sustained winds. It is at the Yucatan Peninsula. It is headed east into the Gulf of Mexico, where it'll travel through the Gulf of Mexico, and predicted landfall is early morning Thursday, right now in the Tampa Bay area. So a lot can happen in the next 72 hours, but we've taken emergency protective measures to help keep our citizens safe. Some of those are, we have a local state of emergency that is in place. We have a mandatory evacuation order that begins tomorrow, Tuesday, at 8 a.m. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. evacuation orders. Currently, we have shelters available, public shelters available at the Richmond Center, located in Brooksville. That is for general population and pets. Also at 8 o'clock, Challenger K-8 school off Elgin Boulevard will be open. That is for special needs, general population, and pet friendly. We will also have West Hernando Middle School open and available. And that opens again at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And that is going to be for general population and pets as well. Again, we have, with our partners, our state and federal partners, we already have assets forward deployed. They'll be here tomorrow to be ready to respond to the storm. We have federal USAR teams that are on order. We have National Guard that'll be on site beginning tomorrow to be ready to be deployed. Just some other business that Hernando County is doing. The government offices will be closed for the remainder of the week. So Hernando County government offices will be closed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the remainder of the week. Also, Hernando County schools will be closed for the remainder of the week as well. Again, Hernando County schools closed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Also, the comfort stations that we had for Hurricane Helene on Hernando Beach area from Weeki Wachee all the way down to Arapahoe, they have been demobilized. The state has contacted the vendor. They have taken those assets out of the flood zone and put them in a safe area because we're expected to receive 5 to 10 foot of storm surge. This is catastrophic, life-threatening storm surge that is predicted to hit Hernando County. Along with the storm surge, we're predicted to get a vast amount of rain, anywhere from 12 inches, and some localized could get up to 15 inches. So the ground's already saturated, and we're not only going to get storm surge, but this is going to be a rain event as well. This not only affects the west coast of Hernando County, this is going to affect the entire county from east to west. As it right now is predicted to go across the state, land as a Category 3 early Thursday morning, cross through the state, and then exit the state into the Atlantic as a Category 1 hurricane. So right now, I'd just like to turn it over to Commissioner Navarone to give you some other updates. Commissioner.
Yes, thank you. Well, one of the big things I wanted to say to the community is everybody has been so wonderful after following Helene with all the work, everybody working together. One of the things I want to ask you is to work together with us during this storm. This is a bigger storm event and it's more dangerous. Please evacuate. We're opening the shelters tomorrow at 8 a.m. We're asking that you please be sheltered by Wednesday, no later than 1 or 2 p.m. Please, we implore you not to put any of our first responders at risk because it's going to be very hard to do rescues in this kind of wind. This is a big event. This isn't a joke. It's real, please. And those of you that have been through what you've already been through, this looks like it might be worse. So please take the warnings that we're saying. We really care about you when we want you to be safe. So please take shelter. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Also, if you have any storm-related questions regarding shelter openings or evacuation zones, our Public Information Center is currently open. It'll be reopened at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. That number is 352-754-4083. That's 352-754-4083. And they'll be reopened at 7 a.m. tomorrow. If you have any storm-related questions, please call that number. Please do not call 911. We want to keep 911 open and available for emergency services. Again, we know we've just been devastated by Hurricane Helene. We know there's debris that are out there. We are working diligently to try to pick up as much debris as we can. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Commissioner Alaco to talk a little bit more about that. Commissioner?
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm going to hit on some of what Commissioner Narbrud already said about evacuations. We did better last week with our last storm there with Helene, but we still had way too many people that required our first responders to rescue them. I want you to understand that this will also be a wind event, okay? So if you are not evacuated, if you have not evacuated out of your home, this will be a wind event and there will be nobody coming to help you this time. It's very important for you to understand that we cannot send out our first responders once the winds reach a certain level. It's extremely important for you to evacuate tomorrow. Regarding the winds, we are very wet. Our ground is very wet today. It's going to be very wet, obviously during the storm. Trees will be falling that probably would not have fallen in the past. Please be very cautious around trees. When you see trees that are leaning, if they're trees that have fallen on power lines, stay away from them. Again, it's going to be a dangerous situation. Some of these areas, even further to the east, because of the change in our ground cover with the more clay, are going to be more likely to fall over. Be very cautious when you start cleaning up after the storm. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Also, just to reiterate, our Public Information Center lines are closed right now. They'll reopen tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. If you want storm information, you can visit our website at hernandocounty.us/EM, hernandocounty.us/emergency management, or EM, to get more information on storm-related information. Again, we can expect possible landfall early Thursday morning, approximately 2 a.m. Right now, it's supposed to be making landfall in the Tampa Bay area. We can expect tropical storm force winds to hit Hernando County approximately 9 a.m. on Wednesday. If you're not where you need to be by noon on Wednesday, you got to make arrangements now. Please, I implore you, take the evacuation seriously. This is the storm of all storms. It is now a Category 5. It's going to get, as it gets closer to the west coast of Florida, it's going to expand. It's going to get much bigger. The wind field is going to be so huge. So please, we will experience tropical storm force winds. We can experience possibly hurricane force winds as it moves through the state, across the state. So if you have further information or need information, go to our website, hernandocounty.us/EM, or you can call our Public Information Center tomorrow morning beginning at 7 a.m. at 352-754-4083. Keep up with us here at our emergency management page, our Facebook page, all of our social platforms. We'll be updating that as we get the information from either the National Weather Service or National Hurricane Center. So please be safe and please heed our evacuation notices. Thank you.